Developments in early complex societies to 500 BCE. I believe that the three most important developments during this period are going to be agriculture, government, and mathematics. So, first of all, agriculture. The development of agriculture and horticultural practices ushered humans from the Paleolithic to the Neolithic eras. Agriculture allowed for us to go from nomadic hunter gatherer tribes to sedentary agricultural and farming societies. It would eventually lead to the development of larger populations, which would lead to governments and societies. It allowed for us to have domestic livestock, which would provide stuff like wool, milk. You could develop stuff like cheese and other foods. You could have clothing. You could have more trade. And it wasn't exactly equal everywhere in the world. Even though there are evidence of early agricultural societies in places like Papua New Guinea, they didn't have the same access to geographical advantages like the Indus River Valley civilizations in Mesopotamia and Egypt. So, although they also developed agriculture early on, they wouldn't see the same benefits and they wouldn't see the same advancements as other areas of the world. And so once you have a big population in one set non-moving area, now you have to have government. You have to bring order. Somebody has to be in charge and has to make the rules. And you have to have a justice system in order for society to begin and in order for people to all work together and to be not at peace, but to function together as a society and as like a country or an empire. Government also led to infrastructures. It led to building projects, public welfare. It led to roads and trade with other peoples. And one of the facets of stuff like trade and building would be mathematics, which we didn't really talk about in our lectures or during our assignments. But I think it was a really important development that came across really, really early in human history. So the first evidence of basic math, like counting, was found in what scientists believe to be tally marks made on bones dating back to 18,000 BC. Evidence of more complex computations like multiplying and dividing have been found in Egypt and Mesopotamia more than 4,000 years ago. So that shows that math has been around for a really long time in human history. And it allowed for us to regulate things like trade. It allowed for us to have set commerce. A government could keep track of how much food is being produced versus how big the population was getting. You could see your imports, you could see your exports. It was the beginning of economics as we know it today. And so, even though we didn't talk about it, I felt the need to include it in my three developments.